Welcome once again to Raw Boxing TV. Thank you for tuning in to watch this video. I've been hearing about a very exciting fight, in my opinion. There's a possibility of Andy Ruiz getting in the ring with King Kong Ortiz. And let me tell you something. If this fight was to happen, I think it'll be great for the sport of boxing. I personally love both of these fighters. I love Andy Ruiz because Andy Ruiz has always been that one book that you judge by its cover. But then you open it and the content shocks the hell out of you, right? And then on the other hand, we can use sort of the same argument at this point for Ortiz because of his age. If this fight was to happen, I think this fight is going to be great for the sport of boxing. And I want to give a props up to the heavyweight division, because this has always been my argument, that the best fight the best. And for the past year, that's what the heavyweight division has been giving us. As I've been re-educating myself, you find Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. Ruiz beats him back to back. Ruiz gets in there against Saudi Arabia. Ruiz loses. You get King Kong versus Wilder. Wilder wins. You get Wilder versus Fury. It's a draw. You get the rematch with King Kong. King Kong loses. And then you get Fury and Tyson, Fury and Wilder 2. And now we're talking about a potential explosive fight. And now we're also talking about Wilder, supposedly he is going to exercise his rematch clause. So this is exactly what I mean. The best is fighting the best. I don't like none of that taxi cab driver stuff. That's fine, you want to feed your fighter all kinds of taxi cabs and Uber drivers. That's fine. But the minute you put a belt in his waist, you got that belt right there means your fighter is officially out of the witness protection program. Now he's being called the best, so therefore he must fight the best. And so far, for what I've been seeing, in the little bit of time I've incorporated myself back into the world of boxing, so far what I've been seeing, the heavyweight division is one of the few weight divisions that's given us that. And for that reason, I want to give him props up. Really and truly, this is basically what boxing needs. It's this sort of quality of fights. Back to back to back, this explosive fight, back to back to back. And let me tell you something, if this fight gets done, it will be nothing short of a great fight. Because in one hand, we got Andy Ruiz, who, let me tell you something, I'm pretty sure you already know this, but Andy Ruiz, it is a fighter that I don't care how fat he looks, this kid knows how to put his hands together. Not only does he put his hands together, right? When he execute combinations, they come with mean intentions behind them. You might think a fighter like this would be a flat-footed fighter, but in reality, Andy Ruiz is not really a flat-footed fighter. Yeah, sure, he has his moments in there. But I seen him sticking and moving. I seen him coming forward while executing combinations. And to be honest with you, I'm still a firm believer, after watching and seeing what I saw, that had he prepared himself better for the rematch with AJ, the fight would have been a lot different than what we got that day. But kudos to AJ because he was able to take advantage of Andy Ruiz's lack of interest to prepare himself. Money got to him. He got all that big old paycheck and he started buying $400,000 chains and $400,000 cars. Hey, that's fine. You earned it. Get it done. But instead of eating 80 tacos, drop it down to 35. So you can come in shape for the fight. Right? Now, King Kong Ortiz is a difficult story for me to swallow because this is a fighter who has legit skills. But this is also a fighter who is so old, has so much health issues, specifically with his blood pressure, that in my opinion, if I was a doctor, I wouldn't give Luis Ortiz a license to fight. The blood pressure is a very serious thing to deal with. I mean, if you suffer from high blood pressure and you go in there to fight for 12 rounds, you're already raising your blood even more. Many things can go wrong. But nevertheless, he's still fighting. And if you don't hit him, he gonna hit you, right? So, if this fight was to happen, what is the game plan for this fight? We have seen Luis Ortiz as a fighter that knows how to put his hands together. He knows how to execute a 1-2. He knows how to take a step back, come up with an uppercut. He knows how to put combinations. He reads the ring. However, in his last four fights, for what I've seen so far, he is starting to lack something that he used to do a lot: upper body movement. He's abandoning that upper body movement to help him in his defense game, and he has cost him dearly. It cost him very bad versus Wilder. Wilder was a fighter who Ortiz, in my opinion, was outboxing. But Wilder was able to realize, if I just shoot that 1-2, I'm gonna get him, because he ain't moving his upper body. And sure he did, and he knocked him out. He got him out of there in the fights, both of the fights. And to me, I'm not gonna say that this is due to age. I'm not gonna say that this is due to a change in style. I have no idea. This might be more mental than anything else, to be honest with you. This might be that fighter that, I'm gonna fight because I need that money. And the reason I say that is because I was reading a report where just before his first fight with Wilder, the doctor didn't want to give him the okay to fight because of his blood pressure. The doctor expressed to him his concerns, but he told the doctor, and he begged the doctor and told him, listen, I really, really need this money for my family. And to be honest with you, man, I props up, because if you're willing to die in there to provide for your family, kudos to you. But I'm of the opinion that your family much rather have you than a couple $1 million. So we have Ortiz now, who has abandoned, as of now, according to what I've seen, that upper body movement. But he still has a very sneaky 1-2. He knows how to throw a hook. He knows how to counter you with an uppercut, right? So we need to be careful. We can't just take him light because he's 40 or 43 or 44. Because you're dealing with a fighter that has a lot of experience and knows how to fight. In my opinion, he can't go for the knockout versus Andy Ruiz. He needs to box Andy Ruiz. Keep Andy Ruiz mid-range or outside. Because if Andy Ruiz gets in there, that's where he wants you to be. In close quarters with him, so that he can mold you to the body and work himself all the way to your head. And Andy Ruiz possesses the combination and the power to do exactly just that. Moving on to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz basically needs to cut the ring. If Ortiz starts moving to the side, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna do, and the reason I'm saying that because of the style of fighting Ruiz is gonna offer, there's no way in hell that Ortiz is just gonna stay there and exchange with him. So the things he needs to work on is, first of all, learn how to cut that ring. Keep the pressure applying to the body. This is an old man. Break the ribs. Punch the living hell out of those biceps. Punch the elbows, the forearm. Work your way up. Break him down. Keep the pressure, constant pressure on him. But smart. Very smart. Because you have a counterpuncher right in front of you. Right in front of you. Guys, I'm telling you, this fight has the potential to be one of the best fights for 2020 in the heavyweight division. Hands down, I'm telling you that right now. If both fighters come 100% prepared and bring all of their skills to this fight, we are going to have a very exciting match in our hand. I absolutely love both of these fighters. I absolutely love Andy Ruiz because you don't see those kinds of combinations in the heavyweight division no more. Very rare. I mean, yeah, he does them. Ortiz can get them done sometimes. We've seen Fury, he can put combinations together. But those combinations with speed that will start from up, move down, then back up with meaning tensions behind it, that's exciting right there. And he's not just a brawler. He is a boxer brawler. I absolutely like the fact that this fight is in the talk. Let me know what you think about this fight. I would really like to hear from you in the comments. To help this channel, only thing I ask you to do is to hit the thumbs up, activate the notification bell so that my video can be made known to you when I upload. Subscribe, share it, tell your mama, tell your brother, tell a friend. Till next time, Raw Boxing TV, I'm out.